Hi there. Welcome to Grow. Granny Rocks Our World. Tonight, the topic is going to be why do so many want to stay unconscious? Unconscious was the word. Why do we want to? And what does it cost? So I'm just giving you a heads up. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And before we get started on this very uncomfortable topic, I'm turning the show over to Sweet Baby Jean.
And so, welcome to Granny Rocks Our World, Grow, which airs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Live. It's a new live show 3 times a week.
For only 15 minutes, so
That's right.
Catch it. It's easy to catch. And
Like
you'll
the
want to
measles.
catch it because
Right.
Granny shares words of wisdom, wit, and uncommon sense. So stay tuned. And now, here's Granny.
Hi there, everyone, and especially those who have joined us and said so. So we have hello, Erica. Hello, Benton's in the house. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Tracy, Anna, and Anya. We happen to be in the know that Anya is a very young person, so we're ruining her already. Hi, Amy. Amy says, love seeing you guys on the live show. I like seeing us alive too. So now I want to talk a little about this topic. Why do we want to stay unconscious? I mean, why do so many want to stay unconscious? That's them, of course. And then why would we want to? And what does it cost? Well, I had the darndest time coming up with that topic tonight. I want to tell you that I did an interview where I was being interviewed by a very dear friend, Helen Hillocks. And she did an interview of me on the topic of addictions, but on the broad level of why are we addicted? And not alive. I know, Amy. I was joking. I'm happy to see that we're alive. So anyway, it's such a painful topic, and we're going to be putting it out in YouTube one of these days when Helen has got this video. But it really made me so much more aware. I keep thinking of how we want to be unconscious. We take drugs in order to go unconscious, don't we? I mean, we drink in order to go bladder.
That's why we call it dope.
Hello, Luann. And yeah, drugs or alcohol, or we eat. We're trying to go numb. We're trying to go unconscious. But that isn't the only thing. The other thing I've been thinking about today, of course, is climate change. I just read that the salmon are getting cooked in the waters before they get to their spawning grounds. It's like every day you read something horrible about the environment. Meanwhile, the pollution is spewing, and we have fewer and fewer actions against polluters. But of course, that's because we have an administration that doesn't want to admit that pollution matters. But see, they want to stay unconscious. Now, why do they want to stay unconscious? And why do the people who support them want to stay unconscious? And then why do we want to stay unconscious about climate change and other things? It's so hard to talk about climate change. If I put climate change in the title, people who don't show up. I've seen this, you know what I mean? It's like nobody wants to talk about climate change. Yes, we'll talk about the weather. Oh, the weather stinks. Oh, it's so terrible. Look, did you see that flood? Or did you see the fires? Oh my God, that's so terrible. But we don't want to talk about climate change. It's so dull. It's so absolutely dull.
I don't think
Isn't
so.
It? Well,
I think it's pretty dramatic.
I think it's upsetting, frankly. So we obviously, hello, Cindy. Oh, I love that. She's got some blue guy, looks like, I don't know what, saying hello. And whoever that is, hello to you. So I think we've seen you here before. Welcome back. Why do we want to stay unconscious about climate change? Here's something stunning, isn't it? Hi, Molly. Whoa, good to see you. You would never want to stay unconscious, would you, Molly? Oh, certainly not. Certainly not us. It's always someone else. So Okay, so we're talking about climate change. So, there are a number of people putting forth the idea of a Green New Deal or a new Green Deal.
Right.
And of course, I like that because my name is Beth Green. But it's also because we're in an urgent, desperate situation. Now, if you have a fire, you send out the fire department. You will spend gazillions of dollars putting out that fire, right?
Yeah.
If you've got floods, you'll spend gazillions of dollars trying to mop it up, save the people, rescue the puppy, keep the deer safe, all of that. Okay, we will definitely spend gazillions of dollars on trying to rescue ourselves from the results of climate change, but we don't want to spend money on mitigating climate change, do we? I mean, that's going to cost money. This is a Smurf, Beth. Oh, Cindy's
right.
is. I have no idea what a Smurf is. But
it's a cartoon character.
Okay, well, it looked friendly. That's all I care about.
Smurf and the Smurfette.
Okay, so anyway, getting back to the point, we are very willing to do something about the impact of climate change. But if you read the news, you would see this one says, oh, that's impractical and that's unrealistic. And what a stupid idea that is. And oh, that's going to make us bankrupt. You see, climate change isn't making us bankrupt. I mean, certainly not. Certainly not. All the fires are not making us bankrupt, all the floods, all the tornadoes, all the storms, all the suffering. I mean, dead people because there's unusual cold, which is also caused by climate change. But we are willing to pay those prices, but we are not willing to pay the price of doing something about the problem. Now, why would we not want to do that? Now, you think that this is just the stupidity of our government? No, it's the people who elect this sort of government, and on us. It's us. I want to know. So, and it's not just about that. It's like, oh no. I have this hacking cough. I have to go to the hospital. What is it? What is it? $1 million vet bill. Yes. No, a hospital. But I'm not going to stop smoking. I mean, you don't expect me to stop smoking, do you? I mean, that is the price that we have to pay in order to remediate not the result of the problem, but the problem itself. Yet we seem more willing to pay the price of having people in emergency rooms, having people, well, why? I mean, have you noticed that? Hasn't that bothered you too? That we're so willing to pay the price of the damage we inflict. How much money are we spending to try to stop the fentanyl crisis, or the opioid crisis and all of that? Much more than we're putting into trying to co-create a world where people don't feel the need to escape into drugs. Oh no, we don't want to do that. In fact, I have another piece of news to share with you. So today I read, and I didn't see the connection, but I see it now. I read that the Finnish government, they wanted to get rid of their unemployment rate, which was at 5%-ish. And so they started a project where they gave out a guaranteed income to people for 2 years because they expected that was somehow going to reduce the unemployment rate. I'm not going to explain why. It's not important. Well, what they discovered was that it did not impact the unemployment rate. They're not going to renew it. But they also discovered that the people who were on it were healthier and happier.
Oh.
Well, why would you want to continue a policy that made people healthier and happier?
It's not practical.
It's not practical. I mean, it's you see how crazy we are, that we aren't doing things that are going to make people healthier and happier, that are going to make the planet healthier and happier, but we are certainly willing to put our resources into mopping up the disasters from our own behavior. And I believe seriously that we seriously need to take a look at our society, at our families, at our expectations, at the stress level that you're in, that I'm in, that we are in, right? Mm-hmm. And that when we are under all of this stress, we tend to be anxious and we need support, we need to relax. And so we turn to drugs, we turn to alcohol, we turn to sex, we turn to food, we turn to anything to get us out of that feeling state. And that's a much longer conversation, but I want to say that. So you see what we're doing. We're not addressing the root. We do the same thing with climate change. And we do the same thing in our own personal lives. We often would rather spend money on elaborate vacations to make ourselves feel better for 1 week out of the year or two, rather than take a look at what is making us so miserable that we want to take a vacation. I mean, life should be fun, don't you think?
I think so.
So I have a lot more to say on this topic, believe me, but I want to move into a life force with you, and we're going to take up the topic of why do we want to stay unconscious, we usins, and where. And I'd like you to be thinking as we are moving the chair.
And so LifeForce might help us to feel healthier.
I have no idea what we're doing on Life Force, but I'm so glad that I have a topic of some sort, because I was beginning to worry. I kept feeling blocked, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about today. Okay, now, hopefully you're going to, here is the chair. Okay. And, I forgot to
switch the camera.
I have to switch the camera and I have to take off this bottom thing. While I'm messing around looking like a complete fool, what I want you guys to be doing is thinking about, where do you want to be blind? Where do you want to blind yourself? What is it? Is it about your kids? Is it about your health? Is it about your own addictions? Is it about your relationships? Is it about your job? Is it about the climate? Is it about your relationship with your mother? I mean, it could be anything, guys, where you just don't want to see what's going on. You might be happy to say, oh God, I've got to get away, girls' night out on Wednesday or whatever it is. But you may not want to look at the marriage that you're trying to escape from, right? It's the same kind of thing. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do. So in Life Force, you follow me. The words, the movements, the breathing, whatever you can. Bring your hands together. And also this time, let's bring our ankles together and stretch them out. Now press your hands together. Thank you, sweet baby James. There was one person here who was not afraid to scream. We're going to do that again. Let's put our hands together. Big breath. Raise your legs up. Now lower your shoulder as you're making this noise. Now repeat these words as you tap your third eye, like right in the middle of your forehead, and say, nobody ever told me to take care of myself.
Nobody ever told me to take care of myself.
Now let's stop for a minute. But of course, everybody tells you, hey, take care, take care. They don't really mean that. They mean take care as long as it doesn't get in the way of other things. Did our parents tell us to take care of ourselves? If we took care of ourselves in the way that they thought we should be taking care of ourselves most of the time, like go get a good job or whatever. Okay, let's go back to that. So let's tap on this again. And now this time I want you to tap on your heart at the same time. And now say these words. Nobody ever told me to take care of myself.
Nobody ever told me to take care of myself.
These are generalizations. Of course, there's always going to be somebody out there who says, no, that's not true of me. Fine, good, bless you. Good, do good work. Okay. Now say these words. Nobody ever told me to take care of the planet.
Nobody ever told me to take care of the planet.
Very good. Up and down with the shoulders. Through the mouth. Breathing through the mouth. Relax with every exhalation. Now feel an energy coming up from your heart, and we want to let it out of the throat. Press in with your fingers. Nobody ever told me to be aware.
Nobody ever told me to be aware.
I am going to be aware. Now, bring your shoulders back and push forward.
I'm going to be aware.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you to breathe. So breathe in and blow out. Now we're going to do it together. I'm going to be aware.
I'm going to be aware.
No matter who it threatens.
No matter who it threatens.
Now look into my eyes. And feel your eyes opening and start to see everything in the room, things you may not have focused on before. See everything that there is to see. I can be aware.
I can be aware.
And that is the price I'm longing to pay.
And that is the price I am longing to pay.
The price of awareness.
The price of awareness.
Now, clasp your hands. The price of awareness.
The price of awareness
is never
as
much as the cost of denial.
as the cost of
And
denial.
release your hands. Whether we are damaging ourselves personally or we're damaging our planet, or we're damaging our friends, our lovers, our mates, our society, people of other races. The price of denial is always higher than that of awareness, because the price of awareness may be a momentary pain, a shame, a fear, but the price of denial is a cost we pay forever.
Mm.
Thank you for joining us today for Grow.
Mm-hmm.
Please come back Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 6:30 p.m. for a new show, a new live show, a new live stream. Please like this video. Please share it with others. Please like our page, become a follower of our page, and you'll be notified every time we come online, live. Please be the messenger that brings the message to more and more people, the message that we all need to hear. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy said thank you. Cindy said thank you, and I say thank you to you. Yes.
Yes.
All of our videos are archived on Granny Rocks TV on YouTube, and they are posted here on Facebook. Bless you. Thank you.
See you next time.